Hello, people. I'm here. I want to go into a read on Donald Trump. Donald Trump and his hold on, just slide you over a little bit, okay. To go over with Donald Trump. What's been going on with Donald Trump? I seen a video of Donald Trump, honey, yesterday. Honey, okay, it was not good. He looked bad. He looked bad. He looked like he had a stroke. Let me tell you, okay? Not only did he look like he had a stroke, the side of his face, it looked like, this is my opinion, just my opinion. Everything is alleged, okay? But it looked like the side of his face it was kind of slumped, when you have a stroke. That wasn't no mini stroke. That was a stroke, in my opinion. But it looked like there was a on the affected side of his face, it looked like it was a little swollen there, right? More so than the other side. And I'm just thinking and thinking and thinking, and it came to me. I wondered, did they put some fillers in the side of his face so it wouldn't look so bad, like it was leaning so bad? Okay, that's what it looked like to me. He looked like he was, holding himself up. He looked bad. He looked like he lost weight. That suit was hanging on him. Okay, his speech. Oh, wake it up. Okay, what is going on with Donald Trump? We are using the stars lighting up the night tarot. Okay, and I have some other decks here. They've all been sage cleansed, okay? And we're going to see what's going on with Donald. And we're going to talk various subjects right now. What is going on with Donald now? What is going on, especially his health? What can you tell us about Donald Trump and his health? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. This is crazy, people. Oh, my goodness. I was like, it's a Weekend at Bernie's, okay? If you hadn't seen that movie, Weekend at Bernie's, put it in the search and pull it up, and you'll know what I'm talking about. And every time you see it, you're going to think about that movie. Weekend at Bernie's. Just holding the dead man up, put sunglasses on him, okay? Prop him up. Make it look like he's still alive, okay? What do you want us to know? Donald Trump, okay, and his health. Wow. Okay, let's see what we're doing here. At the bottom of the reading is the Eight of Swords in reverse. Okay, so this right here talks about, the Eight of Swords talks about being confined, restricted, okay? And in reverse, it's coming out of that restriction, okay? Some type of release, okay? And what's coming to me is him doing that speech in the condition that he was in was a release for him. You see what I'm saying? Apparently, he might have been drugged up, confined. He can't do too much, okay, and everything. So getting out and making a speech, because he's got to be in front of the public, okay? So that might have proved a release for him, but sheesh, oh my goodness, okay? So let's go on. Let's see what the cards have to say about this situation. I could be wrong. Everything's alleged for your entertainment, but let's check it out. We have the Five of Cups in reverse. So this talks about despair, okay? But it also talks about, in reverse, it talks about regret, okay? It talks about regret. It talks about looking at what's left of your options, okay? Because here we have 3 cups down and we have 2 options, 2 cups still standing, okay? So he still has some more options, okay, but not as many, okay? Yeah, not as many. We also have, okay, hold on. Okay. I'm going to have to do this again. Okay, you guys, I'm going to do this again. Because what's going on is I see my cards look like they're all going one way. Okay, let me do this again. Right before your eyes, nobody's perfect. I can't tell. But I am going to go with that with the cards that I did pull, okay? But if most of the cards are right side up, I want to go with that because anything that's in reverse is just simply reverse. So I want to be fair. Okay? So what can you tell us about Donald Trump? Can't ask the same question twice. We asked about the health, but just tell us in general, what do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. Yeah, I just didn't like the feel of that, all the cards being in reverse. So this one is right side up. So if anything is in reverse, okay, I feel more better at getting a more accurate reading. Okay, that's how this works. Okay, yeah. Now I have used this deck before a few times, so it is what it is. Oh, we have the devil. Okay, at the bottom of the deck is the devil. Okay, so that is manipulation. Okay, we are being manipulated. This right here is justice. That's the first card up. Okay, so it's telling me that there's going to be some type of justice coming in for the Donald. Okay, I don't know what justice, but there's justice. Oh, you know what? There's been a lot of stuff going through the courts, and the courts have been like the not giving out the funds for this, holding back on the funds for that. Okay, I can't remember the exact details, but the courts are going against it and saying he can't do that. So that might be the justice that it can be referred to. Yes, and we have the Empress. Okay, so we have divine feminine is coming in on this. Yeah. We also have the Ten of Cups. So there's an abundance. There's some kind of abundance. Ooh. Okay. There's abundance of court people, abundance of lawsuits. There we go. Lawsuits. Okay. There's an abundance of criminal. There's an abundance. There's an abundance, whether it's criminal, whether it's civil. Okay. Referring to Donald Trump is an abundance. Now we're talking about, well, we were referring to it. He's even got an abundance of health issues. There we go. He's got an abundance. Okay, and then we have, this is in reverse, the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is loss. Okay, it could be loss of money, financial loss. It could be monetary. It could be loss in the courts. Okay. We have the Chariot in reverse. Okay, yeah, so these cards seem to be aligning more. Okay, there is a delay. There's some type of delay. Okay, there's some type of stall method going on here. I wanted to say mechanism. That's why I got tripped off on the word method and mechanism. But there's some type of stall going on here. So there's an abundance, but the abundance is being stalled on. We have the Five of Wands in reverse. Now, the Five of Wands in reverse talks about avoiding conflict, okay? Delaying it. Yep. Yeah. So there might be some reconciliation, and let's keep going because I want to see what it comes out, okay, if I can read into the help. We have the Six of Pentacles, the generosity card, and that's going over the divine feminine. Oh, it's telling me that when I was talking to you about the abundance of lawsuits, the divine feminine, and we have the justice, we have the Five of Wands in reverse to avoid the conflict, okay? So I got a hit that this is telling me that to avoid conflict from them lawsuits, that they're going to be generous, they're going to pay them out. Okay, now I don't know if that be buy them out. I don't know if the court is going to give them a big chunk of money or whatever. Okay, that I don't know, but it's to avoid the conflict. Yes. Okay, and then we have the Queen of Cups. So yeah. I'm getting the femininity here. Emotionals. It's going to be, and it's good emotions, okay? So this is interesting. And we have the Ace of Wands. There is going to be some swift action coming in. And this is going to be over the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so there's some swift action coming on in regards to a loss. And we have the Seven of Pentacles. Ooh, the Seven of Pentacles, they're hurt. They're working hard. That's going over this Chariot in reverse. They are working hard on stopping this action. They working hard. But see, the thing about this, what I'm getting is this reading seems to be cut in both ways. Because not only is the Ace of Wands over the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, which represents a loss, okay? It's also next to the Seven of Pentacles, which is working hard, okay? Oh, no, I take it back. Reaping what you sow. Reaping what you sow. There we go. That's why. Okay. Okay. And it's going to be quick. Seven of Pentacles. Reaping what you sow. The Eight of Pentacles is working hard on something. But this is the Seven. Okay. Sorry to get confused, but I like when I catch myself in the moment. I hate when I look at the video and I'm like, oh, that's the wrong card. Then we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay? And that's some bad news coming in. Ooh, yeah. Some news is coming in, and we have the Star card. So there's going to be a focus. A focus. Whatever's coming in, whatever's happening, there's focus. People are focused. They're focused. They're watching. Yep. And then we have the Ten of Wands. Okay? Now, the Ten of Wands represents a burden. Okay? It's going to be an emotional burden as well. We have the Ten of Swords in reverse. Ooh. The Ten of Wands and the Ten of Swords. Something's coming to an end. The Ten of Swords in reverse. Coming to an end. Ooh. Yep. This talks about making excuses, okay, stalling. But it also talks about hitting rock bottom. And I think that's what's going on here. I think that the situation is going to hit the bottom. It's going to, boom. Wow. And we have the Nine of Cups. Wishes will be fulfilled. That's going over the Seven of Pentacles. Reap what you sow. Mm-hmm. So it's like a karmic thing here. It's karmic. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. Now, the Knight of Pentacles, he looks like he's coming in with an offer, okay? Or he's bringing in some news. He's focused, okay? But it's in reverse. So let me make sure. I haven't done, sorry folks, I haven't done my tarot in a while, but hey. Okay, so it talks about laziness. It talks about selfishness, okay? Yes, in reverse. And then we have the Four of Wands. Now this right here, they're dancing around the fire. So I think that there's going to be some type of an agreement, some type of plan, some type of situation going in right here. And I think this is kind of going around the Epstein files. I wouldn't be surprised. Mr. Trump is not in, he doesn't look too good, really, at all. So I don't know what's going on there. Okay, it's a sad situation to see. For me, I think it's really sad, you know, to see that this man is still trying to work and do what he's doing when he really should be sitting down. Okay, it's kind of like when I saw Biden. When I saw Biden at the end of his term there, and they were talking him, I guess people were suggesting that he bow out the race because he wasn't in health. Well, this is the same thing. Okay, but they're not gonna. The situation of the administration is different, but him being too old and he's frail and sickly, that's the same situation. Okay, but Trump's administration is not going to tell him to sit down and take care of his health, okay? Because they're too busy holding him up to stand behind him. We have the Four Swords. Yeah, see, he needs to rest. Okay, but I also think that this situation with the maybe with the victims of the Epstein, okay, will be put to rest. But also at the same time, it's presenting to be a burden. It's a burden, but they need to put it to rest. But it's a burden because they need to get it out there in order to put it to rest. See? And then we have the Two of Wands. Yeah, the plans. And then we have the Eight of Cups. Plans looking elsewhere, okay? And the Eight of Cups to leave would no longer suits you, okay? Would no longer serves you with the Eight of Cups. That's what's going on here. So I'm getting the intuition here that we're talking about the victims of the Epstein, okay, as well as the perpetrators. Or it could be the victims themselves. After this is all said and done, they may feel the need to leave. Okay, they may feel the need to make plans to go elsewhere. Okay, we have the Knight of Cups. So we have we have some masculine emotions. And we have the Magician. So there's definitely some manipulation going on. Definitely manipulation. If it's the manipulation, just like the devil at the bottom here, okay, is always in the details. No matter what the reading is, if it's on Trump, it's always the devil in the details, the magician with the manipulation and the tricks up his sleeves. Oh, yeah. And then we have the King of Cups. We have some more masculine emotions. It's like the kid, the young boys growing up. And they steal the manipulation. And we have the Seven of Wands, okay? Being defensive. So we also have masculine energy coming in here who grew up around this whole manipulation, okay, around the musician, and they always got the fight, always have to be on the defensive. And then we have the Moon. So the secrets are going to be coming out, okay? And in the process of the secrets coming out, they're going to have to be on the defensive. They're going to have to defend themselves, okay? They're going to definitely have to defend themselves. And not just with the women, but also even more so with the men, because a lot of what you're hearing is the women, okay? But the men are also in here, and they have to be more on the defensive because they have not been out there like the females have been, okay? So that's what this is saying, okay? Since we're on that subject, let us ask about the plane. The plane, Donald Trump's plane that had to turn back around and land for whatever the reason they say, okay? I already knew it was a lie because they said the plane turned around and talking about some mechanical situation, and I know darn well they don't do that. It doesn't work like that, okay? They make sure they check the plane out, okay, before it takes off. So whatever issues, they should be known, okay? And if they can't foresee the issue right then and there, it's because it doesn't happen until they turn on the power. But they do that anyway, especially the Air Force One. So okay. What can you tell us about Air Force One, Donald Trump's plane that was turned back around? They said mechanical issues. What do you want us to know? What do you want to tell us about the plane, Donald Trump on his plane? Okay, was it about the plane? Was it about Donald Trump? Did it really have some mechanical issues, or was it more so emotional? or physical, whatever we want to go. Okay, what can you tell us? Okay, thank you for your answers. What do you want us to know? See, they doing too much. Okay, now these cards are all mixed up now, so I can't tell which way. Okay, which is fine. That's fine. But see, before, so that's interesting. Okay, so what do you want us to know about Air Force One, the energy, the King of Cups? Didn't I tell you? I said, was it physical, emotional, or mechanical? We got emotions. The King of Cups. Cups, emotions. Okay. What do you want us to know? Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. Okay. Page of Pentacles. Look like he's focused. Oh, it looks, and it's raining. Okay. So it's like, it's like a, trouble. Page of Pentacles in the rain. Interesting. Talks about a new opportunity. But I don't know. I'm not feeling that with the rain. The rain is coming in. The Fool in reverse. Okay? The Fool. So there was some type of risky behavior. Everything's allegedly. Okay? We have the Four of Swords. And that light is beaming right on the face, right on the head. Tells me that something, okay, was going on with the Don. The Moon. The Moon deals with secrets, but it also deals with the mind, okay? Smoke and mirrors, like. And then we have the Queen of Swords in reverse. The Hermit in reverse. And the Two of Pentacles. The World. And that's going on the Four of Swords. So there was something going on, and I think that it might be with his mental, okay? And it had to be put to an end. Okay? There was decision. They had to put this to an end before it got too much out of hand. So the decision to turn the plane around may have been out of whether they would be able to continue to proceed on, or why would they have to not go on. But because they were right there at home, we're going to just land this, turn around and figure this out, so to speak. Okay? Yeah, with the Six of Cups. Yeah, this is the nostalgia card. Okay? So yeah, it was definitely an emotional, oh, and that's right there on the woo, right there over the moon. So there was something mental going on. Oh, the tower. Okay. I have a strong sense, okay, that now here's the thing about it. Okay, I seen somebody read about this or maybe suggest, I don't know. And I'm trying to keep my mind clear and not be judgmental or tainted. But the way the cards are coming out, okay, I can't help but think or agree to what they were saying. This is mental. There's something happened where he freaked out. For whatever reason, I don't know, he freaked out on that plane. It was a tower moment. I got the Six of Cups going back down memory lane. I got the moon, okay? That deals with your mind, okay? Oh, yeah. We got the rain going on. Oh, yeah. It was issues. Oh, here we go with the Eight of Cups. And look, and there's the moon. Wow, shut up. I don't get anything mechanical in here. And the Three of Cups. Look at all these cups. Ooh. The cups and the moon? Now the cups and the moon, maybe he was doped up. Okay, girl, he might have been high. Okay, they may have given him too much medication and he freaked out. It had a reverse effect on him. Okay, Seven of Pentacles, reap what you sow. Seven of Pentacles, reap what you sow, and that's going over the World card. Okay. The Ace of Wands. There was some action. It was swift action going over here on the Six of Cups. So he had a flashback. And we have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, yeah. Wow. We have the Hierophant in reverse, going against the norms, okay? Yeah. He was out of control. There's the devil is in the details. Okay, and that's going over the Three of Cups. So I'm telling you, I'm thinking, okay, and this is alleged that his medication might have, whatever medication, I'm pretty sure they gave him something to keep you calm, okay, so you don't get all nervous and freak out, and it reversed on him. He freaked out anyway. Before they could even get that far, he freaked out. And then we have the sun. Yep, sundowners. Yes, my goodness gracious, boo-boo. The Page of Swords. Okay. When they get the swords, that just let me know I'm right, because it's the sword of righteousness anyway. But hey, And then we have the Nine of Swords in reverse. The Nine of Wands, excuse me. The Nine of Wands in reverse. Okay? So wounded in battle, okay, this is in reverse. The Nine of Wands in reverse. Yep. He was feeling trapped. He was feeling stubborn. He didn't want to give up. He was in there fighting, okay? Oh my God. They probably had to give him a page of swords. They probably had to stick a needle in him, okay, to calm him down. Stabilize him. Ooh-wee. That's what that is, y'all, okay? So allegedly, okay, Donald Trump freaked out. He had a moment on that plane. That's why they had to come back and turn around so they could stabilize his food and stuff, okay? Are we going to have to get him out and get him to a hospital or what, okay? So let's go in and find out, okay, what the vibe is on this situation with Trump. Okay, nothing specific, whatever the cards want to tell us. What is the vibe? What can you tell us about Donald Trump? What's the vibe on Donald Trump? Okay, he's looking real bad there. Okay, health-wise, okay, he could struggling to talk. Oh my goodness, it was a hot mess. What can you tell us? What do you want us to know? What's the vibe? Okay, and we're talking current energy, if you don't mind, on Donald Trump. What is the vibe? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. Yeah, we're going to go in some vibes with Mr. Trump. That was, yeah. Wow, that card was almost made me feel like I was on the plane. Okay, that read right there. Interesting, interesting, interesting. See, oh, biased. I didn't want to be biased, okay? But the cards was coming out like, you ain't being biased. Okay, so what do you want us to know? What's this vibe on Trump? Okay, we have, ooh, he's cutting ties, freedoms, okay? We're talking about standing up, awakening, okay? And this might be that people are waking up to this man is in bad health. He don't want to be seen. He want to cut the ties, okay? His administration wants to cut ties as well because they see that we see and we know, okay? So wishful thinking, deja vu, yeah, he's having nostalgia. Yeah, we got that with the Six of Cups, back down memory lane, okay? We got blood ties in his inner circle, his family, okay? That might be where he'd rather be in his situation, whatever that may be. It's all alleged. And we have, oh, he wants to take the time to smell the roses. Now, I don't know if that's going to be true. Yeah, to slow down and get out in nature, walk. Well, he didn't tow up the garden. He could have to walk in the rose garden. Didn't he tear that up? Now isn't that interesting? That is reaping what you sow. Right there, people. Didn't I tell you? The Seven of Pentacles. Reap what you sow. This right here. Smelling the roses. He wants to slow down. He wants to take some time out in nature. Okay. But he didn't tow up the lawn. Yeah, so now he's feeling trapped, stuck. He's feeling like, he's feeling unforgiveness. But we already know that. Okay. We know that. And we also have feeling, okay, the options, his options are running out. Yes. Okay. He needs, yeah, see, look. This is the energy. It's healing. He needs self-care, okay? It's telling you. The possibilities, okay? Mr. Trump, you need to start believing in yourself, okay? And you need to make up your mind. He needs to make up his mind, and he needs to, I'm getting the feeling that he wants to bow out, but he can't. It's just not that simple. So in his mind, he feels that it's not that simple because of the agreements that, he tried to sell the United States of America is basically what he's trying to do, and we're not going for it, okay? But it's not going like they thought it would go, or he thought it would go. Matter of fact, all of them, okay? And now that his health has gotten worse, he wants to take the time. He wants to slow down. He wants to bow out. He wants to, like I said, go out in the garden and smell the roses, okay? But it's just easier said than done because of all the BS and the that's going on. Okay, there it is, chaos. Okay? Chaos. Upheaval. Downfall. Yeah. So they're talking about being ghosted. And I feel that this is the way he feels about his administration, maybe his wife. Okay? This is Trump right here. And he sees that hand, but it's all foggy and blurred. Yeah. Oh, that's someone actually holding their hand up. Okay, I see the eye here. Okay, yeah. So this is his state of mind. Karmic, yes. Lessons learned. He's doing all this karma. Third parties, haters, lesson learned. Okay, and it's just a matter of time. He's procrastinating. They're procrastinating. They're trying to do a delay. Okay, but it's just a matter of time. They're trying to buy time. Daydreaming, his head is in the clouds, okay? His head is more in the clouds than it used to be. He's having more delusions than he used to. Yeah. And so now he's feeling in over his head. He feels like he's drowning and he's ready to sink. To tell you the truth, he's ready to sink. Last but not least, okay, he's feeling bitter, he's feeling angry, and he's being petty. He's salty. Oh, yeah. That is the current vibe. Donald Trump and his administration, I guess, that's the vibe. Okay? I don't think you guys are going to disagree with me on that one. Okay? Couldn't have said it better myself. Okay. So we got one more deck. That's the Kipper. Okay? And what I want to ask the Kipper is, due to the recent events surrounding Donald Trump and his health, oh wait, are all these cards upright? I like for all these cards to be upright because that's just how I read them. These are oracle cards, okay? So, due to the current events and the energy surrounding Trump and his administration, okay, what can you tell us about Trump's near future. What can you tell us, okay? What do you want us to know about Trump's near future, okay? Is it going to be his health, okay? Is it going to be a plane crash? I don't know. What is going on in Trump's near future, okay? How long is he going to be hanging on there? What do you want us to know? What can you tell us? And thank you for your answers. Interesting. Trump's near future. This is January 22nd to be exact. Okay. So we have 9 more days. So we have a week and a half left of this month. Okay. And then we're going into February. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. What do you want us to know? I always get this privileged lady. Oh, let me show you the card. I always get this privileged lady, okay? And there's another card that comes up all the time, too. I'll show you if it comes up again. I'm pretty sure it will. But I take this lady as his daughter, okay? It could be someone else, but there's a privileged lady. His daughter is privileged. Melania is privileged, but there's a privileged lady. Now, usually she comes up in the end, toward the end of the reading. She's the first card up. With the wealthy man, okay? Now, I don't know who this wealthy man could be. It could be a number of people. Maybe we'll be more specific as the reading goes on. But I also see that, of course, this could be J.D. Vance, but this could also be his daughter's husband because he's wealthy too. So we can look at this as a couple. And there's the occupation. Okay. Now, I don't know whose job. Oh, this could be Vance and his wife. And then there's a gift. Now, this gift, I usually get in, it could be a bribe. This gift could be anything, okay? Let's see. Expectation. Oh, okay. So this might be JD and his wife, expecting to be the president, which is the occupation, the job, okay? There's an expectation. There's imprisonment. And there's adjudication. So there seems to be some judgment, some confinement going on around this couple here. Distant horizons. Ooh, foreign affairs. Okay, his job. Ooh, we have the children here. Now, the gift, they are expecting a child. Okay? Now, this is supposed to be Trump and Trump's future. And high honor. But this high honor is going over an expectation, okay? This has to do with a child or children. Foreign affairs, okay? I don't see Donald yet. I don't see Donald. Is he in there? Wow. Uh-oh. There's Donald. Wow. Wow. And their journey. Okay. Now this journey is interesting, okay? Because he's next to the coffin here. And that's one journey. Okay. We got distant horizons up here. Okay. That could be somewhere overseas. Mm. 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 Sookie, sookie now. There's going to be a change. And you see the vehicle. Okay. It's going over the child. And there's going to be some unexpected income. Now, this income, to me, this card could represent money. It could also represent a message, okay? Something unexpected is coming in. There's going to be some incoming money, incoming news, okay? An incoming event. Something is going to be coming in. Ooh. You know what? Now, what just came to mind is something that I've already heard, but now that it's coming to mind about the children and the Epstein files. And the Epstein files, the truth is going to come from another country about those files. That's what I'm kind of seeing. And it's unexpected. And we have the family room, the inner circle, the family, and that's going over the coffin. A message of concern is going over Donald, the mature man here. This is not good news. And there's a thief. Now, there's a thief, okay? And I don't know. Let's keep going. A message. Now, this message could be court documents, okay? It could be some files. It could be a whole lot of stuff, but the message is open. And then we have the community. And the community is going over the unexpected income. We're going to do 5 more cards. Okay, hold on. Let me raise this up a little bit. Get some room here. There go the White House. Toil and labor. And that's going over the message of concern. Okay? And the toil and labor, the workers. The workers. Now, I don't know if the workers can be his personal nurses. They could be the people who work in the White House, his administration. They could be workers who works at his house in Mar-a-Lago. Okay, there we go. The mature woman. She always comes up. The privileged lady and the mature woman. There she goes. She finally made her debut. And she always presents herself as she's going over the thief, okay? And you know another card that comes up is what's that card? The false person. Is that a card? False person or something? The lady that got the fan. Oh, there she go. Shut the door. Shut the freaking door. Ooh. And then there's the main male. Wow. Okay, give me a few seconds to marinate. But we're talking about the near future, okay? And I have a feeling that in the near future, for whatever reason, it seems like J.D. Vance and maybe his wife Usha, okay, or this could represent Donald Trump's daughter, okay, are going to come into the picture. And it has to do with the administration, the work, the presidency, okay? There's going to be a gift in form of a bribe or something like that, okay? There's an expectation. The expectation, okay, there's confinement, there's concealment here with this imprisonment. But there's a judicial, aspect. There's a legal aspect to this, okay? And I have distant horizons. This is another country with these children coming in, okay? Held in high honor, okay? So this seems to be coming in the near future. Let me tell you, okay, this is nearer, closer to us with this administration, okay, with this main man, wealthy man, and this privileged lady, okay. I don't know who this mature woman that keeps coming in, but she keeps coming in. So Trump here is surrounded by the courts. He's surrounded by a coffin and his inner circle, a message of concern, him going somewhere, a journey. He might be going to a foreign country. He might be taken off. Okay, I don't know. It could be. There's a possibility. But there is going to be some type of situation, and I'm looking in the form of a change coming in here. Okay? This mature woman, there's a false person, and then there's a main male, okay? And these three people keep coming up in the reading as well, okay? Now, we're going to start up here, and as we go further into the future, that's how this goes. Present, past, present, so to speak, okay, and future. So I am feeling that we are going to get some type of message, not only concerning the children, the Epstein, okay, but also concerning Donald Trump. In the near future. I am taking that as the first half of this year, okay? Let's take another look. Let's just see. Let's just see, okay? I want to know what the cards look like next month for Trump. What is this? February. Okay, let's call it for what it is. What can you tell us about the month of February, next month, for Trump? For Trump. What do you want us to know next month for Trump? And thank you for your answers. The month of February 2026 for Trump. Or does he even show up? Let's see. Let's see. Oh, yeah. What do you want us to know? Trump. I'm not even going to say, I'm not even going to say what the card is. You read it. We have the community. Now, this community could be the actual community, or it could be his inner circle, okay? And it's going to be despair, okay? So I'm going to take it that, because I don't think the community is going to be in despair about Donald Trump's bad health, but I think it's going to be his administration, okay? This is supposed to be February, you guys, okay? Bad health. And his administration is going to be distraught because they need more time. They need more time to F up the country. They need more time, people. An official person. Now, this official person could be the police. It could be, the doctor. The doctor. Ooh, he's making it official. There we go with the privileged lady. Move these cards over. The privileged lady. We have lovers. Okay. First thing that comes to mind is an agreement between the doctor and the daughter that this man is in bad health. He needs to rest. He needs to sit down. Allegedly. I must say, this is entertaining. If not for you, it's definitely entertaining for me. Okay, there we go with the family room, his inner circle. They all in the room. Okay, yep, there it goes over his administration. okay, got their heads together. What they gonna do? What we gonna do, Miss Seeley? There's gonna be concern. I'm not making this stuff up, okay? There's concern. Despair and concern. We asked the cards, February. We'll see how it goes. That's interesting. February. There's Donald. There's the doctor. I take that's his daughter. And there's the journey. Now, my intuition tells me that I wouldn't be surprised that because the doctor makes this official ruling, okay, that Donald, okay, whatever in his state of mind, okay, may go off to another country, okay? Because, see, people like this, and they do stuff like this, okay? It's just normal that they're going to be paranoid. They're going to be always looking over their shoulders, okay? People are crazy, okay? And he already had an attempt on his life, and not too many, who knows, the ones they haven't mentioned. But what I'm saying is that is what comes in the devil. There it is. The devil's in the detail. We have distant horizons. Yeah, so we got some overseas. And maybe they'll probably make the excuse that they're going to take him overseas for medical attention. Okay? Don't be surprised if they say that too, allegedly. Yes, and there's going to be a message of concern. Woo-wee! This is next month, people. This is the month of February. And there's a main female. Now, that's Melania, I think. But concern is in the middle. And there goes that thief card. The thief card is going over Donald. Okay, now that is no surprise. Okay. However, not just him stealing something, but also trying to hide something. I also get the main female, his wife, him and his wife. And there we go with the wealthy man. There we go with the court system. So I think this might be J.D. Vance in the as a wealthy man. I don't know, okay? But there's court system is coming in, and I believe to make this ruling, okay, or the legal system to make a ruling, okay, on this situation of concern right here. Okay, there we go. There's JD. Main male. So this might be that Peter Thiel guy, because that came to mind. And this is around the workers, toil and labor, and the main female. That could, I don't know who's the main female with all these women around him. I don't know. I said, what did I call her? What's her name? Melania. And then we have, yep, the White House. Oh. There's going a thief in the house? What? high honor. Okay. So Donald Trump comes up sooner in this reading, okay? He comes up sooner. We got bad health, okay? Okay, I'm going to do one more row because I'm nosy. There we go with that false person. And that mature woman, didn't I tell you? She keeps coming up, mature woman. And this is going over the main male. I got a feeling that there's something shady about Shady Vance. Okay, I know that's a cliche. They call him Shady Vance. But I have a feeling that there's something going on with JD Vance. I don't know what it is. But something is not sitting right or is going to sit right with him. And we have poverty. Yeah. He's a poor worker. Okay. He's not going to be good at his job. Okay. He's not going to fulfill the expectation of the White House. And this expectation is looking at this poverty. Yeah. Okay. So there's going to be some type of message to come out. Some type of message, okay, to come out. And it might be his walking papers, okay, for JD Vance. Okay, so this is what I have right now, okay. I don't want to do too much, okay. We have a lot to look forward to, okay. So we'll see. And I will do an update on this reading, okay, as far as how it's looking for Mr. Trump, because he doesn't look good at all, okay. And, yeah, that suit was hanging off of him. He looked like he lost some weight. And, ooh, yeah, it's just a hot mess. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it kept your interest. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions or any requests, leave them down below in the comment section. But most of all, stay blessed. Bye.